guys, it's Phyrra. How's the new year been treating you? I hope it's been great so far. It's been good for me. I'm excited today because I have the new Urban Decay Spring 2015 lineup to share with you. And since there are new eyeshadows, and you know eyeshadows are my thing, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and start with. Very, very excited by this. We have 4 new Moondust eyeshadows, and I like the Moondust formula. However, you usually have a lot of glitter fallout with it. So I've got tips on how to mitigate that. One is I use something like e.l.f. Studio Makeup Mist and Set. I know it's in a MAC Fix Plus bottle, but trust me, it's e.l.f. Studio Makeup Mist and Set. I just recycled the bottle. This helps a lot because you can spray your brush with it so that your brush is damp and brush across the eyeshadow, and then you pick it up and put it on and you'll have less fallout. If you don't want to fuss with getting your brush wet with e.l.f. Studio Makeup Mist and Set or like Urban Decay's All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, what you should use is Urban Decay Bondage. You will still put on your eyeshadow primer, and then you'll put on bondage, and then you'll spread it out with your finger, and then you'll apply the Moondust eyeshadow, and you'll experience pretty much minimal fallout. I've been wearing this eyeshadow look for 8 hours, and let's see if you can see, but I've had no fallout from all the colors that I used it. I didn't use it for the highlight color right here, so there's a little bit of fallout right here, but everywhere that I used it, I haven't had any fallout, which is great. And I've had like very minimal creasing, and it just started looking like it was creasing about a half hour ago. That's a great way to use like glittery shades in general, and specifically the Moondust, because I really like them, and I know a lot of people just don't like that mess. So that's one way to handle it. So on showing you the eyeshadows, this is the first shade, and it's called Cosmic. Cosmic is a metallic white with iridescent 3D sparkle and shift. It's a really pretty color. And like I said, I used it in this look as the highlight color here and right under the eyebrows. The next color I have to show you is Solstice. Urban Decay describes Solstice as a metallic pink red with green 3D sparkle and shift. And actually to me what it looks like is it has a pink base and it has like turquoise blue shift. That's what I see with it. The third color we have is Ether. And I'm excited by this one because I love the eyeliner. It's a light purple with pink blue 3D sparkle and shift. What I see with Ether is like a purple base with pink and blue sparkle and shift. And it almost like has like a smoky base to it. The last color we have is Scorpio, and I'm really excited by this one because they discontinued Cobra, which was basically the non-Moondust version of this eyeshadow. This is a matte black with gold 3D sparkle, and Cobra was a matte black with gold sparkle, so this is like an amped up version. And it really is, it's stunning. You can see it. Let me show you the 4 colors up close. I did not do a video tutorial for this eye look, but I will have pictures of the eye look up on my blog, so make sure you visit it. These are what the other Moondust eyeshadows look like in case you haven't seen them. I do have them reviewed up on my blog as well. You want to know about the look. So for this look, I put Solstice on the lid. You can see there's the pink shade there. I used Scorpio in the crease and the outer corner of the lid here. I used Ether along the lower lid, and then I highlighted with Cosmic here and under the brow. Moondust eyeshadows are $20 each. Next up, Urban Decay has released 10 new lipsticks. These are a different formula than the Revolution lipsticks, which I happen to love Revolution lipstick formula because it's really pigmented, it's comfortable to wear. It's kind of like a lip gloss lipstick hybrid. So it's kind of like a cross between the Nourishing lip glosses that were pretty much clear and the Revolution lipsticks. I'll put a link in the description box below because I'll have pictures up on my blog of me wearing all of the different shades, so you can see how sheer the colors are for each of them. But I'm going to swatch these in the video for you so that if you don't want to go over and look at my blog, you can at least see what they look like on my hand. I really found these comfortable to wear because it is a really moisturizing formula. I love that they made the packaging for this purple so that you can tell it apart from the regular gunmetal lipsticks. Black Mia Wallace. I felt like all of these except for F-Bomb applied really well. I felt like F-Bomb was a pain for me to get on just right, and I don't know if it's because it was one of the most pigmented of the bunch or what. Anyway, I'm going to swatch these for you. This is Sheer Anarchy, which is a sheer fuchsia, and I'm just going to do one swipe across my hand So that's Sheer Anarchy. This is Sheer Walk of Shame, which is a sheer nude pink. As you can see, it looks pretty much like a flesh tone. And when I swatch it on my hand, you can't really see it. Once again, that's just one pass. When it was worn, you could kind of see that it was on. This is Sheer Lady Flower. It's a rose pink. That's Lady Flower. This is Liar. You can see Liar is the top swatch. If you want to see pictures of me wearing all of these, I will have pictures of me wearing all of these shades up on my blog. These will be $20 each. And really, I think that these, while I obviously like to wear more bold lipstick shades that are very pigmented, I think these are good for people who are afraid of color, but they want to experiment a little bit, because these are a great sort of transition. If you're looking for something to just like throw on that you don't need to really think about, this would be good for that, because you can get away with wearing these without lip liner, without them like going all over your face. And since they are very sheer, you don't have to have a very precise application. You can just kind of swipe and go. Next up, Urban Decay has released a new powder foundation. This is the Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation. It is a very finely milled powder. I am wearing shade Fair Neutral. Unfortunately, the packaging gets fingerprints like all over it, like mad. It's horrible for that. It's got a mirror inside, so you can open up, there's a mirror. You can see you have the powder right here. It's 0.31 ounces of product. It comes with a little sponge. When I applied this today, I did put on a primer first, and then I used this brush to buff it into my skin. You can use it wet or dry. I used it dry because I had some like zits on my chin. I used the concealer, which I'm going to show you next, but I've been wearing it for 8 hours, and I feel like the only place it's a little cakey is like right here where I used concealer, and like right here where I used concealer, because I had like zits right there that I was trying to conceal. The other places that I use concealer under my eyes, I don't feel like they look cakey, and it doesn't, I use concealer up here, I don't feel like it looks cakey. I like the powder, and at this point I've been wearing it for 9 hours. I did set it with the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray because I needed it to not look quite so matte. So the new foundation line has 14 shades, and I have 3 shades to show you. I have Fair Neutral, Fair Cool, and Light Warm. I like the fact that they actually have shades for both ends of the spectrum, both light and dark, much like the Naked Skin foundation. I feel like a lot of brands forget to have shades at both the light and the dark ends of the spectrum, because we're not all just shades of beige. So I'm really, really happy that Urban Decay seems to have a good range of colors. So for application, Urban Decay recommends wetting the cushiony top side of the sponge to apply it. I probably wouldn't do that. I would probably just go with a like Beauty Blender or a Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge. I don't want to put something that's going to go back into the case that's going to be wet, so I wouldn't do that. But the sponge is really great because it's dual-sided. This side is meant to be used wet, and this side is meant to be used dry because it's like flocked. I would say that this foundation is light to medium coverage if you apply it dry the way I did. It didn't cover up my zits. Like I mentioned, I had to use concealer. I think if you apply it wet, you're going to get more coverage like Urban Decay recommends. They do say that it is finely milled powder, and I have to agree with that. It feels really silky soft, just like with their setting powder. Another thing I want to say is that with at least the 3 shades that I have, I feel like the formula is the shade range is very forgiving. Previously, I've only seen that in like Meow Cosmetics or Dream World Hermetica, where their mineral powder foundations are very forgiving. Like you can wear multiple shades and it'll work with your skin tone. This is the first time I've ever seen it from a big company like Urban Decay, so I'm really impressed by that. So this is Fair Neutral, and it's probably a little darker than I prefer to wear, but I'm wearing it. I mean, you can see how it blends into my skin or how it doesn't. It's a little bit darker. There's Fair Cool. So it's Fair Cool, Fair Neutral. If you're trying to like match your shade, use the powder and basically swatch down here like this and see which color like melts in with your skin. Whichever color sort of melts in with your skin is your match. Okay, that's Light Warm. So that's Light Warm, that's Fair Cool, and that's Fair Neutral. And I think you can actually, I think the camera's doing a really good job of picking up that you can see that that's a warm tone, that's a cool tone, that's more neutral. The new Urban Decay foundations are $36 each. Like I mentioned before, Urban Decay released a new concealer. It has 8 shades. I have 3 of the 8 shades to show you. This is Fair Neutral, this is Light Warm, and this is Light Neutral. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this on my hand for you. I am using Fair Neutral, just like I'm using Fair Neutral in the powder on my face. And I used it to conceal on my chin and right here and up here and under my eyes. And like I said, I noticed I got a little cakey on my chin and a little bit here, but it didn't get cakey under my eyes or anywhere else that I used the concealer. So, and this is after like 8.5, 9 hours, so I feel pretty good about it. It's supposed to be an anti-aging concealer and have like all kinds of antioxidants in it. It also has green tea and lichiderm, which is from lychee fruit. Ooh, it also has sodium hyaluronate. I don't know how the fuck to say that word. But anyway, what that is it helps add moisture back into your skin and like really good skincare and lip care products. So it's a very good ingredient to have. And it claims to apply easily, blend beautifully, and never settle in fine lines. And I would say that I don't feel like it settled in the fine lines under my eyes. So you be the judge. See, it has like a very flexible tip. So this is Fair Neutral. You can just wipe it off like this or whatever, and you can see it bends really easily. That's Light Warm, and that's Light Neutral. So the Naked Skin concealers are $28 for 0.16 ounces. Okay, so the next product that Urban Decay has for us is Mascara Resurrection. This is a pretty ingenious product if it works, so we're gonna test it out. 8 hours ago when I applied all of my makeup, I put on mascara. I actually put on this Tarte mascara, which is Lights Camera Lashes. We're gonna give this a try to see if it works. It's supposed to soften up your mascara so you can refresh it. It says it revives your mascara and it separates lashes and lets you get ready for another coat. So we're gonna see how this works. I like the shape of the brush. It's curved. It has a strange smell. Supposed to separate your lashes. Well, I think it did that. I'm gonna try and add another coat of mascara and see what happens. I think it works. What do you think? Yeah, I think it works. That's kind of cool. No, that's actually really cool. So this is supposed to moisturize your lashes while helping with mascara wear. Definitely impressed with how it kind of revitalized my mascara and let me apply another coat without any issue. It's only 16 bucks. That's a pretty good deal. So what do you think of the new spring lineup from Urban Decay? Do you like the eyeshadows? Do you like the sheer lipsticks? What do you think of the new concealer, powder foundation? I'm kind of in love with the Mascara Resurrection. It's pretty awesome. Definitely let me know what you think of the new Urban Decay collection. And if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel by clicking on the little red button below. Thanks so much for watching.